And here we go with another edition of 7 Questions With, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. Our guest today is the longtime baseball coach at Monmouth University, Dean Ehehalt, whose Hawks had a very exciting weekend and hopefully many more exciting moments to come as they get ready for the championship round of the MAC tournament beginning later this week. Coaches, I say welcome and thanks for finding a few minutes today. Have you come down from the high of what happened Saturday, which we'll go into in just a second?
Baseball, yeah, you got to show up the next day and be ready to play the next day. It was a really exciting day for us, exciting day for our program, our fans, our university community, home playoff atmosphere. It was really exciting and a real fitting way to take the next step.
So for those that don't know, you were hosting Siena in what would be the quarterfinals of the MAC tournament. It was a best of 3. You lost the first game on Friday, came back and won the second game on Friday. In essence, Saturday, you kind of had like a win or else game. You're down 4-2 in the bottom of the 9th. And I'm just wondering right off the bat, your feelings and the team's feelings heading into what could have been the last 3 outs of the season.
Baseball, you got to fight to the end. And it was 4-0 going into the 7th. And we scored single runs in the 7th and 8th. And we were talking to our guys about, their pitcher was really doing a good job keeping us off balance. And we had thought if we get him out of the game, we have a really good shot. And we were fortunate to do so. And our guys came through. They didn't quit. It was really exciting. And, whenever you win in that fashion, there's a lot of different guys that contribute. And, of course, Alex Barker with the big grand slam and Jalen Jenkins getting it started in the bottom of the 9th to, get us some momentum in that spot where you got to get the tying run to the plate.
Yeah, and of course, Barker deserves the headlines. And I saw the video, Alex Barker hitting the walk-off grand slam, but your 3 guys before him all got on base, and that really kind of set the table. And I think you pointed out it was really getting the leadoff man on that changes the whole dynamic, because now if you're Siena, you're a mistake away from the game being tied.
Yeah, and earlier in the season we had things going our way. Our pitchers were dominant, and we weren't having to win games in that fashion. And then recently, we had one against, Canisius in walk-off fashion. And I think that certainly helped, our last regular season series against Canisius. And, we did it in the bottom of the 9th, and we won it again in the 10th. And I think that gave our guys, we've been there before. Let's just keep our poise and, play the best we can till the last out's made. And, that's kind of what we did. And we were on the positive side of a really good baseball game.
Saw the video of the home run. To me, it looked like as soon as he hit it, your guys knew it was gone. Did you? I mean, you had a good look at it over the right field fence from the dugout. Did you know it was gone as soon as he hit it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Alex Barker is a beast when it comes to hitting home runs. He has not hit a cheap one this year. When he first started hitting in the fall, he's our first-year player with us. He's a junior college transfer. The first ball he hit, everybody stopped what they were doing and watched him. And it was no different this Saturday. We knew it was gone the minute it left his bat. It was, really exciting that it was a no-doubter. Everybody knew about it. And then, pretty much pandemonium ensued till he touched home plate.
The celebration at home plate was pretty wild. A couple of guys took their shirts off. I mean, you've been around a long time. This has got to be one of those special ones. I mean, a game-winning walk-off in a tournament, it just doesn't get much bigger.
No, certainly doesn't. I mean, we've over the years, anybody that's been in it for a long time, there's some memorable games. This is right at the top. So happy for the guys. And just the whole thing, being down in the 9th, getting the leadoff guy on, next 2 guys on, Alex hitting the home run, and then the home plate celebration was awesome. And it's pretty public. It's on social media, and it's but these guys like each other. They like to play and made great sacrifices all year. So that's a really, really fitting way to take the next step and finish our our last home game.
Yeah. And of course, listen, following what happened last year, you don't take anything for granted anymore, right? So this year, we didn't know, will there be challenges? Could things have gotten worse and all that? So this is a very special moment. But you kind of started out by saying, baseball is one of those things where, like, it's over. Like, you got to now move on to the next game, and the next game for you is Wednesday as you open the championship round of the MAC tournament at Fairfield University. They're the #1 seed, and they're hosting it. You're the #2 seed, and your opening game will be against a school you're very familiar with, Rider, a state rival. Do you feel like your guys have now come down to earth and they realize now, hey, that was fun, but there's another step in the road here?
Yeah, they've been really, really good with that all year, keeping things in perspective, one series at a time. So I'm real confident that when we went up to Fairfield early in the year, we made it a point that, Fairfield was on a tear. And after that Sunday games, we just said, hey, our goal is to get back here and get another shot at these guys. And, we've taken it one day at a time. It's been a different year. It's been a year to, you play and then you try to stay healthy during the week. You can't practice these guys like normal because you're playing 4 games in a weekend. And, we played one stretch where we had 7 games in 6 days. So, we're looking forward to it. 4 real good teams, quality field. The MAC is a really good baseball conference, and we're honored to be part of it. And I know we respect the heck out of the teams that are in the Final Four, and I'm sure that it's the same from their perspective with us. And we're just excited to go play again. We don't want our season to end.
It is a double elimination tournament, but in these things, it's a huge advantage to win your first game, just to put yourself in a position with pitching and all that. So give me a little thought on your game against Rider on Wednesday. Have you made a decision on who your starter will be, or are you going to hold that one off?
We're gonna decide that moving forward. It's a quick turnaround. We played Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday. Now we're playing Wednesday. We didn't have the ability to play last Thursday like some other schools did because Monmouth had graduation and our guys were concerned. Something else was a priority to some of our seniors, so it was good to see them graduate and then advance with the Siena series win. So I think we're just going to hold off. We've got a lot of good arms. We've got, we think we've got 4 really capable starters. And like you said, it's a double elimination tournament. If you stack them like we did during the season, you might not, you can't play game 3 till you play game 1 and 2. And, we gotta win the first one and stay in the winner's bracket, like you said.
You do have a very deep pitching staff. The numbers your staff has put up are pretty staggering. I mean, in the nation, 4th in ERA, team ERA, 3rd in strikeout walk ratio, 1st in shutouts, and you have the MAC pitcher of the year in Rob Hensey. And you've been around this a long time in tournament play. The depth of pitching really can be the key here.
Certainly can. And, this is a little different format than we're used to playing. The MAC in the past has been the top 6 teams, and the 1 and 2 seed get a bye the first day. So it's a little different now with 4-team, double elimination bracket. Everybody's 0-0, and seeds don't mean anything. And what you did in the regular season, we start 0-0, and all our guys are back to scratch. But Rob had a great year. Dan Klepchak had a great year. Alex Barker, Trey Dombrowski, our bullpen was phenomenal. So we just run them out there and try to get guys out.
As we mentioned, you're playing Rider. Fairfield is the top seed. They'll actually play before you against Canisius, and then the winners and losers sort of play the next day. Dean, we're talking with Dean Ehehalt, the head baseball coach at Monmouth University, 28th season in West Long Branch. And I don't know, a lot of people don't follow college baseball. There's March Madness, and now we're in May Madness because it's pretty similar. The winner of your conference tournament will be one of 64 teams to go to the NCAA tournament. It kind of follows a little bit with the basketball, and I have to believe when you start the year for you and certainly your players, that is a goal they all have.
It is. We've been fortunate to be to a few of them. You know, none of our players have experienced that, so um, it's something that we talk about all the time. It's why every kid plays college baseball. That's the big prize at the end, and that's what you work for. It's very exciting. It's exciting nationally to see what college baseball has in store for the fans and for the players. It's if somebody doesn't follow, they should really take a weekend and follow a regional and check out the super regionals and then watch a College World Series game in Omaha. It's quite an event.
And one of the nice things is you have over the years, and obviously you're a Division I program. You mentioned you play in the MAC. It's a really, really good conference. But you've done very well with recruiting kids from the Shore Conference and making them an integral part of their program, which is great because they can relate to some of the fans, and it gets more parents who are close to here, able to come see your games at your beautiful complex.
It's been a long run with that. We started first year I was here. We take a lot of pride in it, and I'm a Shore Conference guy myself, and there's a lot of quality baseball in the Shore Conference. There's good players. Winning means a lot. It's just not guys going out to participate. People want to win. There's a good pedigree from the young kids all throughout high school that we like, and it's a great option for a local kid, and we like to keep the local guys close to home for sure.
Coach, I don't want you to take this as an insult, but it's been a pretty good few days for old guys. And when I say old guys, I did a little segment this morning, but Ken Frank, who you've known, the head baseball coach at Tom's River South, won his 900th game on Saturday. Almost 51-year-old Phil Mickelson came out of nowhere. A 200-1 long shot wins the PGA Championship. You and I have been around a little bit, so it would be nice to see you continue that old guys rule thing over these next few days up in Fairfield.
Yeah, I'd like to join that club a little bit. I know Coach Frank very well, and he's been nothing but a positive contributor to Shore Conference baseball and New Jersey baseball. So he's a class act, and had the privilege of coaching some of his players and playing against him when I played in high school. And Phil Mickelson, I watched it yesterday. I teared up watching it. It was awesome.
It was tremendous. I've never rooted for Mickelson in my life, and I rooted for him the entire weekend. And I admit that yesterday I got a little choked up. I mean, it's nice when you see people who've been basically counted out. And you might have been almost counted out sometime Saturday afternoon down 4-0, and then to come back with that dramatic victory. Hopefully you take that momentum over to Fairfield on Wednesday. You've been a great asset to baseball in this area, and especially Monmouth University. Keep it going, and boy, would we love to see Monmouth in that field of 64.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. Thanks for all your hard work and everything you do for all the athletes and everybody in this area, as well as New Jersey and nationally.
Dean Ehehalt, the coach at Monmouth University. The Hawks head to Fairfield on Wednesday. They've got a goal in mind. Let's hope they can bring it home. You've been watching 7 Questions With, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.